Warning, this video may contain spoilers for late parts in the game. If you plan on playing this at some point, turn back now. You have been warned. Hello everyone to another Sonic review, and this time it's to a game that I've actually never played before, wildly enough. Well, alright, I've played Sonic 3, and I probably also played Knuckles, though never to completion, so this is the first time I actually played the two combined. And you might be asking, well, what's the difference between playing them separately versus playing them together? Well, not only does the combination have an extra boss for Sonic, but it provides Knuckles with the ability to play through 12 zones instead of the Knuckles 6 zones. Another addition many might not know is that of the Super Emeralds, super-powered versions of the Chaos Emeralds that allow you to play as new incarnations of characters. For now, let's talk about the basics. Like Sonic 1 and 2, this game plays extremely similarly with just some added items, though the length of the game has been extended a great deal due to the now 14 zones of Sonic's story. Other changes are that there are only 2 acts per zone, and the way that you go about getting to special zones. This time around, they're like hidden areas that you need to find, there being multiple per level due to there being normal Chaos Emeralds as well as Super Emeralds, which are split into halfway segments. From the get-go, you can get to the special zones and acquire the Chaos Emeralds fairly early, being able to change into Super Sonic and Super Knuckles with 50 rings and pressing the jump button twice. Then, due to stuff in Mushroom Hill Zone, your emeralds are taken and you again have to locate 7 special zones to power up the emeralds, losing your super form at this point. After powering up all the emeralds, Sonic and Knuckles are able to use a hyper form, and Tails is able to go super. The process of the special zones is just to get all the blue balls, which, funny enough, was the original tagline of these zones before the programmers gratefully decided to change it. There are a various amount in each zone, which some require you to be jumping around and trying to avoid any of the red balls, which instantly kick you out of the zone. There are also yellow balls that will throw you forward, as well as white ones that bounce you around, making you go in reverse of the direction you hit it at until you hit another. The kicker of this is that when you collect the blue ones, they turn red, so if you bounce back into them, it will still kick you out of the zone, so you actually have to be paying attention to what you're doing, as the rings won't reappear unless you die or restart the level. This game starts quickly after the events of Sonic 2 with the Death Egg's crash sending a floating island into the ocean, where Robotnik is able to locate an energy signal of a giant Chaos Emerald, with plans to revive his Death Egg once more with it. After looking around the island, he finds Knuckles, the sole protector of the Master Emerald, and Robotnik convinces him that an evil hedgehog named Sonic is coming to steal the emerald, Knuckles being convinced by Robotnik's ruse. Sonic and Tails venture to the new island, with Sonic immediately turning into Super Sonic before getting sucker punched by Knuckles and losing the emeralds, which Knuckles steals. Throughout the zones, Sonic is further antagonized by Knuckles, slowly fighting the Chaos Emeralds he had lost in special areas. A couple zones later, and the crew finds Robotnik ready to once again launch a repaired Death Egg, though a battle ensues inside that puts it out of commission, and it lands in a volcano. Sonic and Tails end up in Mushroom Hill Zone, where they find Knuckles sneaking around, coming out of a hidden room. They infiltrate the room and are taken to the Hidden Palace Zone, where they see the Master Emerald. The collected Chaos Emeralds are taken from Sonic and turned into huge emeralds like the Master Emerald, though seemingly drained of power. Sonic variously locates the hidden areas where he is able to power up all the emeralds, becoming Super Emeralds and allowing him to transform into Hyper Sonic. After a couple zones, they actually find where the Hidden Palace Zone is, Sonic having a showdown with Knuckles and coming out the victor. This victory is short-lived, however, as Robotnik finally decides to steal the Master Emerald, Knuckles realizing his mistake in trusting the evil doctor and fully helping Sonic, as he is basically drained from his fight with Sonic. Knuckles takes them to the Sky Sanctuary, where they fight Mecha Sonic and hop aboard the once again revived Death Egg, where it is able to launch into space with the power of the Master Emerald. They eventually confront Eggman in 2 battles, Robotnik attempting an escape with the Master Emerald, Hyper Sonic giving chase and putting Robotnik down for the final time. In this game at least, Sonic retrieves the Master Emerald and falls down from space, being rescued by Tails, the duo returning the emeralds to Knuckles to protect on Angel Island. Now, Weirdly, I think the and Knuckles part only takes place after the good ending of only finding the Chaos Emeralds and not the Super Emeralds, due to the good ending having an Egg Robo survive, as they are the main antagonist of and Knuckles stories. But either way, it starts off with Knuckles relaxing before an Egg Robo bombs Angel Island, with Knuckles just chasing after him, variously collecting Chaos Emeralds and powering them into Super Emeralds on his own. He eventually arrives in Sky Sanctuary Zone, where the Egg Robo corners and grabs him before being accidentally decimated by a revived Mecha Sonic, Knuckles jumping out of the way at the last second. A fight then ensues between the two, Knuckles winning the first fight. Mecha Sonic uses this opportunity to steal power from the Master Emerald and become Super Mecha Sonic for short periods of time, Knuckles putting him out of his misery one final time. The best ending has Sonic saving Knuckles and the Master Emerald as Sky Sanctuary crumbles, returning to Angel Island and making it float once more. This game didn't come too far after Sonic CD, so there aren't a lot of gameplay changes since that game, but this just means the gameplay is just as fun. The choices of characters are nice, and the addition of Knuckles keeps the formula fresh with changing how you go about doing things in the zones. And the triple or so length of this game, compared to all of its predecessors, is something I didn't expect but greatly appreciated. The new Super Emeralds are a pretty cool addition as well, considering the full power of the Chaos Emeralds were only introduced in the second game, now giving us the awesome transformations of Hyper Sonic, Hyper Knuckles, and most surprisingly Super Tails. This is also the only game through this month that I actually enjoyed the special zones. They were still a challenge, but not as harsh as the others, most likely due to having to go through them 14 times throughout the game, 7 for each Chaos Emerald, and then 7 more times to power them into Super Emeralds. I legitimately couldn't really think of any real cons I had for this game. It addressed my problems with Sonic CD and Sonic the Hedgehog of the special zones being annoying, so I'm happy as can be with the time I played through this game. Overall, there's definitely a ton of fun to be had, especially by being able to legitimately become invincible for as long as you're able to collect rings, and zooming through the levels, just obliterating enemies without a second thought, as well as bosses, is always a blast and pleasure to do in any game. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next video.